We're going live.
No. We'll do it live.
This is the Come On Man podcast. And here's your host, Paul Bauer.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. How you looking today? You guys out there looking good today? If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good. If you do good, they pay you good. You know what I mean? This coffee tastes good. You guys got to get you one of these mugs. Merch.comeonmanpod.com. In fact, you won't believe this, but what are the odds that this will happen? Yesterday, my daughter she sends me a text message and she goes, "Dad, I'm sorry I chipped one of your mugs." So I have one of the girl, you know, I'm a bad boy mugs. She accidentally dropped it and chipped it, like cracked it all the way in half, you know. And she's like, "I'm so sorry. Do you want me to buy you a new mug?" And I'm like, it's fine. You know, I got all these mugs. It's fine. And then hours later, my son is messing around with the dishes. He accidentally dropped my Rule Zero mug and cracked that son of a bitch too. I'm like, guys, stop breaking all the merch. How am I supposed to drink coffee on the podcast and slang this merch? You know what I mean? You're breaking all my mugs. So now I got to buy 2 more mugs. What's going on, guys? It's Wednesday. We are live. Oh, hey, what's up, Nathan? I see Caudillo's in here too. He says, morning, Nuke. And we got Nathan in here. What's up, brother? We'll be talking about how you got to have a look. You got to have a look, right? Looks absolutely matter to women. You know, there's some dating coaches that will try to blow smoke up your butt and tell you that, no, you can be fat and out of shape. You just, as long as you cold approach, right? Oh, Billy. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? As long as you cold approach, you can pull women. You can be a fat piece of crap. It's like, you can, but you're fighting an uphill battle. So it's really actually pretty good. It's a good idea to work on your appearance, right? Number one thing, hit the gym, get in shape of some kind. You don't have to be rippling muscles, but just don't be a fat bastard. Okay. And then it's funny when you're in good shape, you can wear pretty much anything you want because everything looks good on you. Everything looks good on you when you're ripped, right? That's it. Just grow taller. Just go have the leg surgery where you have your legs extended. That's all you need. No, that's nonsense. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and do the housekeeping. Because it's one of those days where I'm winging it. I was running around taking care of stuff. I was doing a live stream last night with Alex Costello. Go back and check that out. That was funny. We sort of did a reaction video to the Fresh and Fit debate WrestleMania thing on Monday. So we did that on Alex's channel last night. And so I didn't have a lot of time to write up talking points for this. So we're doing some winging it today. If you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe, hit those notifications. Drop a comment. Any comment will do. If you're watching on the replay, drop a comment below. It could be your favorite emoji. It doesn't matter. If you guys are watching live right now, I want your participation in the chat. That makes these go by a lot smoother. Follow me on social media. The links are in the description. And get on the Patreon, patreon.com/comeonmanpod. You can join for as little as $10. And then if you join for $10, you get added to the beer credits on Monday's episode. And then if you want any kind of coaching, you can join tiers 2 or tiers 3. It's pretty affordable. My coaching is ridiculously cheap. I'm going to have to raise the price this year pretty soon because it's not in market competition range. You know what I mean? I'm selling myself short. Send super chats. Super chats really does help support the show, especially, these videos get demonetized quite frequently. So if you send a super chat, that helps out considerably more than, you can send that for as little as $1, I think, as a super sticker or something. And then get on the email list.comeonmanpod.com. I will send you some free stickers And then if you like those designs, they're also available as merch as well. You know, get a mug in the morning, you know, let the ladies know that you're red pilled because that turns the chicks on. maybe keep your red pill mug at home. And then check out my practical law of attraction course, loa.comeonmanpod.com. For the entire month of May, we're giving the course away for $100 off with code May Mindset. So if you haven't taken the course yet, you've been, you know, waiting for the price to come down or whatever, now's your time. This is your sign, guys. This is the your sign to take some action here. I'll play a commercial for that, and then we'll talk about our appearance today, our looks today. Sound good? Sounds good. Let's do it. Are you struggling to find a good quality woman? They are very rare indeed these days. If you spend any time at all watching content in the men's podcast space, or you spend time on dating apps or going out to clubs, you're seeing low quality, promiscuous women. You're finding women with daddy issues and personality disorders, or a myriad of other red flags, and you are frustrated. I get it, brother, but what if I were to tell you that the reason why you're only seeing these types of women is because of your mindset, because of your paradigm? We get what we focus on in life, and you have trained your mind to focus on the type of women that you don't want. So those are the types of women that keep showing up for you again and again. Let's change that mindset today. If you're a guy looking to attract high-quality, submissive women into your life, then I've got the perfect solution for you. And let me tell you, brother, it's all about mindset. That's right. You've got to reprogram your thinking to focus on the type of women you do want. That's where my practical law of attraction course comes in. It's packed with proven psychology-based techniques that will help you manifest your dream woman. Trust me, you won't find this stuff anywhere else. Explained in such a simple, easy to use way. And let me tell you, when you start using these methods, you'll be amazed at how quickly things start changing for you. Picture this, you're out on the town, feeling confident and magnetic. All the women are drawn to you like moths to a flame. And best of all, you're attracting the type of women that are submissive and high quality. It's not that they weren't there before, it's that you weren't aware of them before. My course will teach you how to be more hyper aware of the kind of women that you actually want. It will teach you to believe that you're the most attractive man around. And when you believe it, you'll carry yourself that way. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for my course today. Visit loa.comeonmanpod.com. That's loa.comeonmanpod.com. Start living the life you've always dreamed of. Don't miss out on this opportunity to up your game and find the woman of your dreams. The law of attraction is nothing without action. So what are you waiting for? Act now. Act now, guys. Act now. Billy asks, does Paul's shirt say American Dragon? Wasn't that a Disney show? Was it a Disney show? Yeah. Yeah, Nathan's got it right. It's a wrestling shirt. It's Bryan Danielson. Used to be known as Daniel Bryan in WWE, but in AEW and everywhere else on the planet, his real name is Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. All right. So yeah, get the course for $100 off with code May Mindset. All right. So let's talk about your looks, guys. So a lot of dating coaches will tell you, like, you got to wear a suit. You got to be a high value man, right? Right. But what about all those douchebags out there that don't wear suits, that still pull chicks, right? Oh, hey, look, we got a super chat already. We got a super chat. If you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. Here, man, you get this. You get this today. Oh, are we at the? Yeah, we are. Yeah, you get this.
I was just gonna say it. This guy fucks. Am I right?
Yeah, this guy fucks. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Yes, like the video. Damn right. All right, so what about all those douchebags out there, right? It's so funny. Like, I was talking to Nuke and Alex last night, and I was saying how when I first met my wife, I convinced her to come out to San Diego because I was in the Navy and she was living in Colorado, and I convinced her to come out to San Diego for a week. So she got a hotel room, and I was living on the ship. I didn't have my own apartment. I didn't have a house, right? I lived on a ship. I lived in a 2 foot by 6 foot space, right? That was my little area of the ship, right? My rack. And so I invited her on the ship because I was broke. I was broke, absolutely broke. And so I brought her on the ship, and I took her to the chow line. and we had dinner on the ship in the galley. That's how broke I was, right? You don't need money. You don't need money to get chicks. All right. So a lot of these guys like have this in their head that, oh, you have to have 6-pack abs and you got to wear suits and you got to be a high value man, drive Bugattis. It's nonsense. There's all sorts of douchebags that get chicks. All right. And so this is a video that and I'll show this to you guys here in a minute, but Rollo has at the top of an old blog article from 2012. He has a blog article called Have a Look, right? You've got to have a look. And at the top of this blog article, he's got this video embedded. So let's play that. It's from the Adam Carolla show from, I think, 2009, where he's talking about like douchebags that pull chicks. So let's watch that real quick. All right. Oh, come on. Okay.
Segment, even if by some wild chance my son ends up straight, I'm going to tell him, look, go a direction, because what you don't want to be is just middle of the road guy.
No.
Middle of the road guy doesn't get you laid. Go rockabilly, go goth, go whatever, but pick a direction, because the guys who get laid the least, and it's sad, are just the guys that are just wearing the Levi cords and the Vans and just wearing t-shirts.
Well, they need a shtick.
Yes, you need, yes, whether you're gay or straight, like I swear to you, the guys, like the nicest, okay, I'll tell you the guys who get laid the least.
Okay, let's get with it.
The guys that are sort of aesthetically and maybe stylistically rudderless. Like they're just non-guys. Like the guy who does this show, Mike Chaffee.
I love Mike Chaffee.
I love Mike Chaffee too, but Mike Chaffee,
does he need a gay makeover?
He does not get laid. And the reason Mike Chaffee doesn't get laid is he's just a dude. He didn't go the tattoo route.
Yeah.
He didn't go the rockabilly route.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go the I'm into 4x or I'm into glam rock, or like there's no direction. It's just sensible frames. Gonna wear some Dockers with a goofy belt.
Fruit of a Loom. Fruit of a Loom. Yeah, what is his thing?
That's the whole thing. No thing. And what gets you laid is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's sad and it's weird that guys, straight guys at least, you get punished for not being a bullshit artist. Like all the bullshit guys with the bullshit tattoos that are into the bullshit whatever, or who do whatever to their car or do whatever look they cultivate, some kind of funky facial hair, some kind. It's all bullshit.
It is.
They're all just a bunch of posers. They pull up on a motorcycle they can barely ride. It's all one big fucking bullshit ride. But they get laid, and the Mike Chaffees of the world punished.
You got to get a gimmick. Well, because Mike Chaffee is like he's a hard worker. He's got a lot of great qualities.
Super sincere, super honest, super smart. Doesn't translate into an ounce.
Well,
of
a girl
pussy.
has to be able to say like, oh, this guy, he may be kind of weird or whatever, but he drives this really hot motorcycle and just turns me on. Yeah. Or he's got this really crazy goatee and there's something sexy about it. The girls have to have something to pitch to their girlfriends.
They want attitude.
He treats me like shit and it just turns me on. And I don't know what it is. It just disses me all the time.
You know what it's like? They're like casting agents or casting directors, and they need a type. And when they're like, we need a tough brother from the inner city, or we need a Don Juan Casanova type, or we need a bad boy, or we need the artsy fartsy guy, or we need the guys into the Cure. When you're just guy, then you're nothing.
And the thing about that is really observant.
I know, and that's why we fucking women, and then you have the fucking balls or the labias to complain that there's no good guys out there when you're dealing with the guy who's the fucking barbed wire tattoo on his bicep, you idiots.
The lightning bolts on his forehead.
Stupid lightning bolts,
for young girls, though,
it was up, Riley.
That I can't have it. I can't hang on to it.
I know, but really you should let that go by the time you're like 20, 22. A lot of these chicks keep this going well into their 20s and into their 30s.
Yeah, man. Get that rockabilly look. Get a look, right? Have yourself a gimmick. Have yourself a gimmick. I don't know if you necessarily need to have a gimmick, and we'll get into that today, but you definitely, like the way I look at it, like you need to at least wear clothes that fit, and it's got to be contextual, right? That's a big thing too. Like there's some people that don't take my videos seriously because I'm an old guy with gray beard. I'm bald. right? And I wear graphic tees, right? Oh, we can't take this guy seriously. He doesn't drive a Bugatti. He doesn't wear a suit and tie. It's like, that's all bullshit, dude. That's all bullshit. It's a look. It's a look. This is like, I'll show you this. I posted this on Twitter just the other day. I was mostly joking around, but I mean, it's true. I was like, these pants I just got new motorcycle jeans, and they're Kevlar motorcycle jeans. And I was like, look at this. I look like a damn rock star, right? I'm still wearing a graphic tee, but I'm wearing these rock star looking, Kevlar pants and stuff. And I'm like, have a look, right? Have a look. My girlfriend likes it. Honestly, though, so these look pretty, I don't know. They're a little more flashy, stylish than I normally wear, but typically, like, the jeans I wear, let's go back to that. The jeans I wear fit me that tight. I do wear jeans that fit my form better. A lot of guys are wearing baggy jeans and they look terrible. You do want to wear clothes that sort of fit your frame better. And then the jeans that I do typically wear on a daily basis are like faded like that. It is a faded look, but I'll buy the Wrangler, like the cowboy cut Wrangler jeans that are tough as old fucking wang leather. And then I wear them for like 2 years until they're like naturally faded. And then they have this sort of natural look, right? But that's typically what I wear. And I wear the boots, but that actually suits me very well because I live out in ranch country, and you're trying to fit it's like the women are a casting agent, right? So if you're out in ranch country, a lot of chicks are into cowboys, right? So the cowboy look is a look. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, Nathan's right, dude. Being in shape covers a multitude of sins. Yeah. If a chick can feel your muscles through your shirt, she's good. She's good, right? So we're gonna be talking about Rollo a little bit. So that video was at the top of this article. I'll post a link to it here. But let's see here. We want to share screen. It's in this article. So Rollo has this article. Have a look, right? So I'll post a link to that here in a second. But I'll post it in the live chat anyway, so you guys can read this article. It's actually pretty good. Oh, you know what? If you guys are on Facebook, I'm going to post a link to you guys there too. But head on over here to YouTube. So one of the things too, like Rollo says, it's also in his player's handbook, right? He's got his 49 maxims of game in the player's handbook. And I did a whole video series on it. Actually, the video series, I think, is what put me over the top to get me on Rule Zero. I did a whole video series on his 49 maxims of game, and his next book, it's not a secret anymore. His next book that's coming out is going to be on the 49 maxims of game. But game maxim 25 is your charming personality and bulletproof game won't make you look any better when your shirt comes off. Looks count, right? Right? When your shirt comes off, you gotta be in shape. You gotta be in shape. You have to be. But he also says in the blog post, have a look. It's important to have a look. The basis of physical attraction is going to be conditional for any individual girl, but always bear in mind, a look is contextual, right? The archetypal douchebag with tats and an MMA appeal is a look. Guyliner, black nail polish, and emo skinny jeans is a look. The guy in a 3-piece Armani has a look. And there are dozens more, but the point is that women are in fact like casting agents looking for the right character to fill a role, right? So if you want the kind of chick, right, that goes on yachts, right, like the Instagram model type that goes on yachts and stuff, you got to look like the yacht guy, right? You got to look like the yacht guy. If you want a chick that wears like flowing ball gowns and stuff like that, you got to be tuxedo guy, right? You got to be suit wearing guy. I like these cowgirls out here, man. So I wear jeans. I wear jeans and form-fitting tees, man. And that's my look. That's my look. Jack Napier's been posting tweets about this for about a month or so now with rock stars, right? Not looking like the stereotypical alpha males that you hear about in the red pill spaces. You know what I mean? You hear about the Black Cow podcasts simply saying, or they're always talking about the 3 6s, right? But Jack Napier is posting all these pictures of these, rock stars with like Guyliner and skinny jeans and tattoos and lip piercings and stuff like that, pulling these hot chicks because they have a look, right? So looks matter, right? So I got the idea to do this stream because one of my Patreon clients, and if you guys need help with your dating life, get on the Patreon, right? At least tier 2, where you have direct access to me over Telegram. Pretty much like if you're on dating apps or whatever, you can send me screenshots and stuff like that. I can help you open, I can help you with conversations, help you get the ball rolling so you understand like how the conversation is supposed to flow and how to close, right? Because a lot of guys, their biggest problem is closing, right? They're not closers. Coffee's for closers, you know what I mean? So is pussy. Pussy's for closers. So anyway, so one of my guys, he just sends me this random picture. Every once in a while, my guys will just send me random stuff, And one of my guys sends me a random picture where he's out walking his dog. He's not like picking up chicks or anything. He's just out walking his dog. It's just a random picture of him. And man, it really, like, the picture itself just stuck in my craw, right? And I was just like, what? Why don't I like this picture? What is it about this picture that I don't like? And it dawned on me, like, he was dressed super frumpy, like the pictures from the Adam Carolla video. He was wearing a polo shirt that was too big for his frame. So a really baggy polo shirt. And he was wearing like baggy jeans and wearing like sort of dirty old sneakers, right? That's what 99% of dudes out there are wearing, right? They're dressing for comfort, not for style. And women, they're invisible. They're just completely invisible to women. Like, women they don't hate those guys, but they're indifferent towards those guys. They don't stand out at all, right? A guy that's in shape, though, a guy that's got, like, he's got form-fitting clothes that are tight, and he's got some muscle, some muscle definition. He's carrying himself well. Those guys stand out. They stand out a little bit. You don't have to have the feather fucking boa and the top hat and stuff like that. I mean, you could, but you don't have to have that. Right? You just, at the very least, right? We're going to get practical here today. At the very least, wear clothes that fit. Wear clothes that fit, and then be well groomed. Okay. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff today. So yeah, my man he's also another thing too about my man, and I'm not trying to shit on him. I don't know if he's tuning in today, but this is all good. This is all good feedback. It's all positive feedback. I'm trying to give positive feedback here, and I actually, told him all this stuff too. Gotta have aviator goggles, not even aviator sunglasses, aviator goggles, man. So I told this guy, my man, this as well, but he's also balding, right? So he's got the hair going along the side with like just the glimmer of hope on top, just the glimmer of hope that you just can't let go because it's the last vestige of hair on the top of your head. And I've talked to him about this before, but I'm like, man, just own that stuff, dude. Just shave it, right? Because look at my hairline. My hairline goes like this, right? It's way up high. I've got a huge ass forehead. If I grew my hair out, it's not like I'm completely bald, but I finally just decided to own it, man, because my hairline is receding. You know what I mean? And so we'll get into it today, but you just eventually need to own it and have that look. Like I'm rocking the shaved head look now, shaved look with the beard. It's a look. And actually it's a look that women respond to very well. It's a lot of guys are so uptight and they're so in their head about their hair and their hairline. They go and get the minoxidil, and they go and they get the hair transplants. And if that's what you want to do, like, good on you. That's a way to go. But what you should never do is the fucking comb over. That is the worst thing ever, right? And I also think like the George Costanza, balding, where the head thing and the glimmer of hope on top that's not a good look, right? So you gotta figure out the look, right? So anyway, you have to find a look that suits you and your personality while still maintaining a level of attractiveness. So let's see here. Let's talk about hair, right? Dr. Robert Glover's book, Dating Essentials for Men, has some really good tips on what to do to improve your look. Okay. And I got like everything that I know about fashion and stuff like that, which is not much. I'm not like Mr. Fashion guy. I'm not Mr. Looks Maxing guy, but there are things you could do to improve your odds out in the dating circuit when it comes to your look. And that stuff I learned from Dr. Robert Glover in the book Atomic Attraction by Christopher Canwell. That's why like those two are in my holy trinity of dating books, right? Because I also often talk about how to be a 3% man as well. Like Corey doesn't really talk about what you should wear that much and like how you should groom and your appearance and stuff like that. But these other books do. That's why it's incomplete. It's an incomplete book, and you need these other materials to sort of get a whole encompassing idea of what to do out there, right? So Dr. Glover says, when it comes to your hair, right, keep your hair clean, well groomed, and styled in a way that suits your face shape and your personality, and regularly visit a professional hairstylist for advice and maintenance. And so he also talks about it's good to spend a little bit of money on going to a high-end salon, because a high-end salon, the stylist there will actually find you a style that does fit your face well, and they will do it up nice, and it's good for that extra money. And then once you get them to style it the way you that makes you look like pristine, ask them how do you maintain that look? Like what kind of products do you use for that? Like how do you do the styling of it, right? Then get pictures of it, right? And then you could go to like Great Clips. You can go to Great Clips after that, and with it, because most lower end salons, the stylists there aren't that good at figuring out what looks good on your face. They just cut hair all day. You know what I mean? So they can, as long as they have a picture to go with, they can recreate that, but they're not very good at consulting most of the time, according to Dr. Robert Glover. And then in the book Atomic Attraction, right, he discusses, we talk about balding, right? One of the things I love about Atomic Attraction is that he cites studies throughout the whole book. It's just studies show, right? And he talks about the balding situation, right? And he basically gives you three options. You could get the minoxidil and try to regrow your hair, but eventually you're going to lose your hair again anyway. And then often that lowers testosterone levels, which is a problem. It creates another problem. He talks about getting hair transplants in there. He says, don't do a comb over. It looks terrible, right? And don't nobody recommends getting a toupee, right? No, like to me, a toupee, like it eventually comes off anyway, right? You're basically catfishing a chick, right? I don't think that's an option. That's not a good option anyway. Toupee. But he says, but he says it, and then in Unplugged Alpha, Rich Cooper also says it, right? Just shave your head. Just shave your head. Just own it. Just shave your head, because studies actually show that balding men should shave it either completely or opt for just a totally a shortcut, right? Just so like buzzed, right? Because women actually have found that to be they look at it like it's a very masculine look. You know what I mean? Like they look at that and they're like, oh, it's very dominant, confident. Because like if you just own it, like that's confidence, right? That shows confidence. Women actually respond very well to that. Yes, just Vin Diesel that shit, right? Or Jason Statham. Jason Statham doesn't have like a bicked, down to the skin head. Like he's got some stubble up here, like sort of like I'm rocking today, right? You know what I mean? So women actually really do like that. A lot of guys are so insecure about that stuff. So guys are so goddamn insecure about it that they comment on my videos about it. I had this guy yesterday. He's like, bro, just get some minoxidil, man. Like, get some minoxidil. And I'm like, why do I want that if I can just shave my head? You know? Anyway, I use they're not a sponsor, but I have a skull shaver silver. You can get them on Amazon, and then you can get on their subscription plan, and they send you new blades every couple months. And I just do the electric thing, every day. Just keep it maintained, dude. It's actually takes about 5 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Started losing yours at 14. Wow. And then you went from Jason to Vin. There you go. Yeah, man. I bet you pull too. I bet you pull with that look too. Yeah, a lot of guys, I mean, they're just so insecure about it that, like they're commenting on my videos. Like, it hurts my feelings. Like, dude, I know I'm bald because I shaved my head. I'm doing it to myself. I could grow this out and then try to, maybe have a shorter, military look. That would probably look okay. I mean, in fact, that's sort of what I was rocking for the last couple of years when I was on the dating circuit. Just a very short cut. And then I just finally decided, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna shave my head, Facial hair. Let's talk about facial hair, right? If you have facial hair, Dr. Glover recommends keeping it neatly trimmed and well maintained. And then if you prefer a clean shaven look, shave it regularly and then use quality shaving products to avoid irritation. Now, some guys can rock the baby face look, right? Some women like the baby face look, but in Atomic Attraction, going back to Atomic Attraction, he cites studies that shows that women actually do prefer facial hair. It's a marker of testosterone. You know what I mean? Having facial hair is a marker of testosterone. And they found that women generally prefer a man with heavy stubble over those with a clean shaven look. Right? Heavy stubble. It's not even like, the big beard guys. They're, like, oh, you're not a real man unless you have a big long beard or whatever. No, actually, women actually prefer a guy. I think in the book it says like 3 days worth of stubble. That's the preferred, like that's the optimal look, right? Chicks do like the longer beards, but that gives them more of a, I guess they associate that more with perceptions of good parenting ability and health rather than like, sexy bad boy. So if you're going for the sexy bad boy, you just want to like, no, not like mine, Billy. Less than this, actually. This is not heavy stubble. There's a little bit more than that. No, like if you're going to be a sexy bad boy, that's just, banging chicks and spinning plates and stuff like that. You probably want to go for more of a stubble look than the longer beard look. Because studies show that like chicks sort of find that sexier. This is more of like, the beta comfort thing. Chicks look for, oh, he looks like a good dad. Oh, this is another one too, right? The next one here I have is oral hygiene. You want to maintain good oral hygiene by brushing and flossing daily, at least twice a day, guys. Like your grill is so important. It's so important to attraction. It's important for me. I went on dates with chicks that like there's this one chick I went on a date with. And she's smiling in her pictures because her upper teeth were pretty straight, but her bottom teeth were so fucking messed up. They were like gnarled, right? But when she smiles, she only shows the top teeth. So she's like this, right? So when I met her on a date, she's actually talking. I just couldn't stop looking at her fucked up grill. I didn't call her back. Man. It was terrible. So it's the same thing with chicks, right? If you got like brown stained teeth, you chew tobacco. Are you a guy that likes to chew and you got dip? You got like all the dip grounds and stuff in between your teeth. Like that is gross. You know what I mean? So you really want to be brushing your teeth quite often, taking it seriously. If you do have crooked, messed up teeth, I highly recommend getting that fixed. Like go see an orthodontist, invest in yourself, get some Invisalign, get some braces or whatever. Dr. Glover recommends taking a medical trip to Mexico, a medical vacation, and then having it fixed in Mexico, because you can go down to Mexico and actually get your orthodontal work done very cheap. And it's actually cheaper sometimes to just fly down there and spend a week on the beach and then have your grill fixed down there. Right. So, but at the very least, you want to brush your teeth twice a day and floss regularly, right? Use mouthwash. I also recommend using teeth whitening strips, like it's important. It's important, guys. That'll help you out. Like if your grill's fucked up, fix your grill. Okay. Oh, but Paul, I don't have any money. Well, make more money then. I don't know what to tell you, but fix your fucking grill. Skincare, he recommends, taking care of your skin, by moisturizing, using sunscreen, stuff like that. I try to put sunscreen on when I go run, otherwise like I get a sunburn on my face, but I'm outside a lot. I'm either hiking or running a lot. So I tend to rock the raccoon look with my sunglasses. Even when I put sunscreen on, I end up with the raccoon look. That's unfortunate, but body odor. Holy shit, guys. Yeah. Yes. Get the teeth whitening strips for sure. Oh yeah. Growing stubble's easy, but maintaining's hard. Yeah, dude, this is hard. Yeah. Honestly, like it annoys me that I have to shave my head every day. So if I don't go more than 2 days, shaving my head, because if I go more than that, then I have to use a blade, and I don't like using a blade because I always nick myself. So it's worth it though. It's worth it, I think. Put that investment in yourself. Body odor. So Nurse Chick and I've talked about this on the podcast. Nurse Chick and I, we went to a wrestling match, an independent wrestling show back in December. And it was in a real tight, like, I guess like a yoga studio. They set up the ring in there and set up all the chairs in there. And like, we saw some, we got to meet Diamond Dallas Page and Eric Bischoff and what's his name? Alexander, the Impact World Champion. I can't think of his name right now. Is it Zach Alexander? Anyway, met those guys, and but the room fucking stank. Right? There were so many like just incel fat pieces of shit, ugly guys in there that just stank up the room. Like the body odor was disgusting in there. And I was like, good Lord, this is why none of these guys are getting laid, right? Because they stink, right? So take your body odor is important, right? Don't be like, oh, well, I'm not using deodorant because it's not natural and it ruins my pheromones. Like, no, use deodorant for Christ's sake. Don't be a hippie dippy guy that's like, I'm just gonna wear patchouli oil and stuff. You smell. You smell. So shower every goddamn day. Josh Alexander, yes, thank you. Yes, the walking weapon. Yes, thank you. That's right, DDP. Yeah. So shower daily, okay? Wear antiperspirant, okay? Maintain a fresh scent. Get some and wear cologne. Wear cologne, especially when you're going out to talk to chicks, okay? Wear cologne. I wear Duke Cannon cologne. They are a sponsor, but I actually wear their stuff. I was going to actually bring their crap out today. And also, like, they also have like soap and other grooming products for guys. Okay. Yes. Hygiene has been on the decline. That's sad. That's sad. But yeah, so I recommend Duke Cannon products, right? Some guys don't like, the parabens and stuff in like soaps and antiperspirant and stuff like that. Duke Cannon's products are like paraben free, right? So there's a link in the description, and you get free shipping when you click my link. If for orders over $25, they also make what they call proper cologne, right? Their cologne is like, it's like $25 too. It's not even that expensive. I have yet to meet a chick that doesn't love their fucking cologne. And they used to have a cologne called Grant. That was my Saturday night cologne. I bought all their different colognes. So I wear a different Duke Cannon cologne every day of the week. And so my Friday cologne is Lincoln. And then my Saturday cologne is Grant. And those were like the two best smelling ones. And they performed the best, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if you know what I mean. I think they still have Lincoln, but they discontinued Grant, which is unfortunate. Nurse Chick loves Grant so much she bought up like a whole box of Grant for me, so I'll never run out. But I highly recommend that if you just want to smell like, manly, not super girly, and you don't want to have a lot of money to spend on cologne, like use the link and get the Duke Cannon cologne. Like chicks fucking love that stuff. They'll bury their face in your chest. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh, Steve Macklin's. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah. I knew that Josh had to relinquish his title, right? So Macklin's champ now. That's awesome. I haven't watched Impact in a while. Their storyline is kind of shitty. Dude, chicks love a chin strap. like a walking weapon. Yeah. So anyway, Duke Cannon products, check that out. Wear cologne, take showers on a daily. That's super important. Clothing. So I've talked about this a little bit, right? Wear clothes that fit well. They have to be clean, good condition. Choose clothing that reflects your personality and is appropriate for the occasion, right? Invest in a few versatile, high quality pieces, right? I don't like out here on the western slope of Colorado, there's no places that anybody wears suits. No places, which is funny because like Nurse Chick loves to dress up and she's got all these like ball gowns for whatever reason. And so there's been a couple of times where she wants to get dressed up and she dresses in her like, ball gowns. And I'm like, I'm not wearing a suit, right? I'm not wearing a suit. So, but what I will do is I will wear a sport coat, like my nicest jeans, my nicest cowboy boots, a nice button-up shirt and stuff like that. And then a sport coat. And then she'll wear like a full-on ball gown where it's like, if we're going to match, I should probably be wearing black tie, but there's no place out here that requires that. She just wants to dress up, and you got to sort of indulge your girl like that. And so we'll go out and we'll be dressed like that. And then like, we're literally the only ones there wearing that stuff. Everyone else is wearing this stuff. They're all like, we went out to this fancy Italian restaurant for our 2-year anniversary. And we walk in there. We're both actually at that time we were wearing motorcycle stuff because she wanted me to drive her all around on my motorcycle. So we were wearing like motorcycle stuff, and man, this place was swanky. But there was like dudes in there wearing shorts and stuff, and I was like, this is perfect. Like there's no need to dress up here. So it's sort of got to be appropriate for the occasion. But no matter what, it's sort of universal. You want to wear clothes that fit, guys. You're a lot of guys are just dressing too baggy. They're dressing for comfort. Just take it in like one size, right? Or a half a size. Just take it in a little bit and you'll get better results. But if you're fat and overweight, you got to lose that weight. You got to lose that weight, guys. Shoes. Let's talk about shoes a little bit. So like I said at the beginning, the reason why I want to do this episode is because my man was wearing these like beat up old sneakers. You don't want to do that, right? For the most part, I say stay away from sneakers, right? Like the white guy with the jeans and sneakers look is just not a good look, right? The dad look with the New Balance sneakers, the white New Balance sneakers, that's not it, bro. That's not it, right? I typically recommend wearing some kind of like actual shoe, like leather shoe or some kind of boot, right? Even if it's like Doc Martens. Doc Martens always been it's a good look. It's a good look, right? I personally like to wear cowboy boots. And you want those shoes to be clean and nice, especially when you go out for a date, right? So like I wear cowboy boots. I'll actually, like brush them off and polish them up before going on a date, but I'm still wearing jeans in the cowboy boots. But the boots in jeans look better than sneakers in jeans for the most part. Now, if you are like a guy that lives in, let's say Compton, right? Maybe the sneakers is a better look for you. But I would still say wear your best sneakers and make sure that they're clean. Right? Don't wear like old beat up sneakers when you're out trying to talk to chicks. Okay. Old beat up sneakers are fine for mowing the lawn, but they're not okay for going out in public. Okay. You also want to have a few, you like Red Wing boots, like that could be fine. Red Wing boots and jeans would look good. Just make sure that they're clean. They're not like, like if you're a construction worker, they're not covered in concrete stuff, right? You want to make sure that they're clean. But yeah, that could work. But you also kind of want to have different. What about Jordans with a suit, like a basketball players? Maybe if you're a brother, maybe you can get away with that if you're a brother. I don't know about that though. I wouldn't recommend that. You want to have different shoes though for different occasions. You know what I mean? You want to have some dress shoes for when you're wearing a suit, and you want to be able to have more casual shoes when you're on a more casual date. That's what I would say. Let's talk about accessories. Dr. Glover recommends using accessories like a watch, belts, and ties to enhance your outfit, express your personal style, choose items that complement your clothing and are appropriate for the occasion. He talks about having a hat that he got while he was traveling Europe or something too. And I probably a trilby or some shit. I don't know. But he goes, it's also like that kind of stuff gives you a good conversation piece. So he's like, chicks ask about the hat. He can tell them, oh yeah, I got this when I was in France, and, this sort of gives them something to talk about that's interesting and stuff like that. My friend Benny, he's a, dating coach. He's been on the podcast a bunch of times. He's an RSD guy, right? A lot of the stuff that he teaches is a mix of Corey Wayne, RSD, and David Data. That's essentially, those are the three guys that influence Benny's coaching model. And Benny's got like all these dangly bracelets and stuff. And he's got all these like necklaces and stuff like that, because when you're on a date and you got you got some kind of bling or whatever, you got just something interesting, it gives chicks something a reason to come out and touch it. Right. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cute. You know what I mean? It gives them something to talk about. So have some kind of accessories and stuff like that. I got this because I've been on all these shows with Thor, and Thor's got this leather thing with his Thor hammer. And I was like, dude, that's fucking sick. I like that. I like that leather look. So I fucking got one, but I don't have the Thor thing. I have like a compass here, but I was like, yeah, you gotta have something, right? It adds to your look. It adds to your appearance, So accessorize, guys. Accessorize a little bit. They're good conversation starters, at least. Another thing that's really big that guys don't do well and they need to work on better is body language and their posture. Okay. You want to stand tall with good posture, maintain confident body language, right? Like shoulders back, stand up straight, shoulders back, right? Walk around like almost like an arrogant motherfucker, right? That will make you stand out by itself. Yeah, I bet it does. His yin yang ring gets a lot of attention. Yeah. When I was out dating, I had a necklace with it was a Leo necklace because I'm a Leo, right? And you're like, oh, that's the astrology is chick crack. Yeah, it's absolutely chick crack. Play into that. A lot of these guys are like, oh, that's chick crack. I dismiss it, right? The love languages, that's bullshit. Yeah, it's all bullshit. But chicks eat it up, right? So oh man, I saw this funny video where this guy was going up to chicks like, hey, what's your sign? And they're like, oh, I'm a Cancer. He's like, a Cancer? Oh, I could never. Oh, I could never. Right. Or they would be like, oh, I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh, I could never. Right. That makes chicks want to qualify themselves to you. Right. Play into that. So I'd wear a Leo thing, right? Oh yeah, I'm a Leo. Oh, Leos and Cancers, they get along really well. Didn't you know that? Yeah. Or I could never. So that's what I would wear that when I was out on the dating scene. I had a Leo necklace. But yeah, make sure that you study body language, like your own body language, right? Shoulders back. When you're out on a date, you typically want to have wide open body language. Like do the whole man spreading thing, right? Where your legs are wide. You want to have like just wide open body language. Take up a lot of space. That's alpha body language when you're on a date. It also shows that you're like super relaxed and chill. If you're like this is like closed off body language. When you're like this, this is closed off body language. You don't want to do this kind of stuff on a date. You want to have like relaxed, wide open body language. as much as possible. That even when you're standing around, take up space, be sort of wide with your arms and stuff like that. Yeah, women are so much more aware of body language than men. Walk like you own the place, own space. Yeah, take up space. Fuck yes. One thing I learned too from Atomic Attraction is that they did studies with chicks where they had, going back to the cologne thing. Cologne has been shown to make man act more confident probably because you smell good, you look good, you look good, you do good. Like I said already at the beginning, they did a study and they talk about it in Atomic Attraction where they took pictures of guys and they asked women to say, hey, which one of these guys is wearing cologne? And women were able to pick out the guys who were wearing cologne like 99% of the time, because the guys who were had an air of confidence, they were able to, those are the guys wearing cologne, right? Women can see, they can just pick that up with the body language, how these guys carried themselves. Women also did, they also played movies with the sound off, and women were able to tell something like 75% of the time what was happening, and based just purely on the body language in the room, right? Guys were terrible at it. I think it was 20% of guys could figure out what was going on in the videos without the sound on, because guys they don't pick up on the body language as well as the women do. Women naturally pick up on body language. So it's important that you carry yourself and have good, attractive body language. So, and there's lots of videos on it. Just go do a YouTube search on attractive body language in men and do that. Just do that. Fitness and health. We talked about this quite a bit. You want to take care of your body by exercising regularly, eating a balanced diet, getting good sleep. A healthy lifestyle will improve your appearance and overall well-being. There's an overemphasis in money, muscles, game, and frame, right? Muscles. You got to have muscles. I say just don't be fat. Don't be fat. You're already in the top 25% of guys, right? Just don't be a fat fuck. So you don't have to necessarily focus on your muscles so much, but you have to do strenuous, regular exercise, right? Go, I run. I prefer running. I'm not telling you have to run if you don't like it, but you could do exercise bikes. You go do jujitsu, right? One of my Patreon guys decided he's going to get back into Muay Thai. He used to do Muay Thai. He did it a long time ago before the pandemic, and then got a hair fracture or something like that, and then sort of decided to take a break from it. Then the pandemic happened, and he just never got back into it. Used it all as an excuse. Now that he's realizes how important taking his health is, he's gotten back into that. It's also giving him more of a social circle, which also makes you more attractive, right? Having a social circle. But yeah, do something strenuous that you're dripping sweat. You actually feel like you've done something. And then for the love of God, don't eat like shit and just don't be fat, and you'll clean up. You'll clean up. And then what I also like to do, because I'm more of a runner, but I don't want to be skinny fat either, because skinny fat's not that good of a look. But at least start there. Just don't be fat. Then work on the muscles part, right? So maybe add some, I'm doing calisthenics a lot lately. I'm just doing push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups and running. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Oh, and ab workouts, right? There's only really 4 exercises you really need. And then you'll have some muscle definition. You won't be skinny fat, but that by itself it'll make you feel better. You'll be more confident. And then all of your clothes that you wear will look good on you, especially if you wear form-fitting clothes. Yes. V-taper is great once you're more advanced. Yeah. Yeah. I think they call that the golden ratio. There's a specific ratio that it's hardwired in women to be attracted to. And it's definitely the wide shoulders, narrow hip thing. Yeah. But we should do 30 reps of curls every night. That's what Kevin Savo said. Dude, Kevin Savo's fucking jacked too, so maybe listen to him. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are where you want to be, do what they do, Yeah, Kevin Sabo's absolutely jacked too. So yeah, if he says do 30 reps of curls every night, I mean, I personally wouldn't recommend that because you do want your muscles don't grow when you're doing exercise. It grows like in your sleep. It grows when you're recovering. So every night I don't know about that, but because you want to give time for that to rest. So maybe every other day or whatever, but if it works for Kevin, he's fucking jacked, and okay. I'm not going to argue with Kevin. I need to get him on the podcast one of these days. Okay, so we talked about fitness, health, fragrance. We talked about this a little bit. Choose a signature scent that suits your personality, not overpowering. And like I recommended Duke Cannon. Duke Cannon makes fucking awesome, inexpensive cologne. I've yet to meet a chick that isn't just like, oh my God, you smell wonderful. And the link's in the description for that. And then you get free shipping on orders over $25 with my link. Eyebrows, keep your eyebrows well groomed by trimming and plucking any stray hairs. I don't know about plucking, but like I get the unibrow thing growing here. I make sure I try to shave that stuff. Oh, Kevin's a friend of yours, but he also has permanent arthritis. Does he really? He's such a young guy too. He's got arthritis. No shit. That sucks. He's so jacked too. 3 days a week, full body workouts, great for most guys. Gives you enough rest too. Yep. Yeah. So the way I do it, like I change up my workout routines too, because some of this stuff gets boring as fuck. But what I've been doing lately, what I've pretty much been doing since 2016 when I decided to lose all my weight is I work out Monday through Friday, and then I leave the weekends more as just sort of like a time off. But usually on Saturdays, I'll still go for a long hike or something, so I'm still getting a workout in, but it's not like, it's more leisurely. But otherwise, Monday through Friday, I'm running. I run right now. I'm running about 5.5 miles every day, Monday through Friday, and then I do an alternating routine where so like this week, today's a push-up day, so it's a chest, triceps, and abs day, and I do various push-ups, and I do like crunches. And then I go running, right? That's my workout for today. And then tomorrow I'm going to be doing various pull-ups and chin-ups, and then like curls. And then I do an ab wheel on those days. And then I run. Like that's what I'm doing right now. And it's working pretty good. And then other times I'll go to the gym and I'll do like maybe a 3-day cycle where I'm doing like, chest and triceps and chest, triceps, and shoulders, right? And then the next day I'll do back, biceps, and abs. And then I'll do a leg day. And I'll just alternate that, I'll do stuff like that. Figure out a routine that you can stick to and go with it, right? But at very least, like Louis says here, 3 days a week, full body workouts, it's great for most guys. It is better than most guys. 90% of guys are just fat fucks these days, Well, I should say at least 75% of guys are fat fucks these days. And his elbows and shoulders. Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. I gotta get him on the show. I gotta talk to him about his Captain Sabaho series. It's hilarious. Okay. Eyebrows. One thing too, for us older guys, that's fucking annoying is when you start getting to a certain age, like you start losing the hair on the top of your head and then it starts growing everywhere else. My ears get fucking hair in them so much now. And I'm like, it's so annoying. I have to get I have a little ear trimmer, right? And then the nose hairs get ridiculous. I got to trim the nose hairs out. Like that's important too. Chicks notice that sort of thing. I have not been brave enough yet to do the whole like nose waxing thing. I see guys do that on TikTok and stuff, and I'm just like, that looks fucking painful. I'll just trim it. Like, thank you. I don't know how women do that like bikini line shit, man. That chicks are brave. Chicks are brave for doing that kind of stuff, but God bless them when they do it. Color coordination. Learn about color theory. Choose clothing colors that complement your skin tone and hair color. This will help create a cohesive and visually appealing look. I'm trying to teach my son this. The other day, my son comes out, he's wearing like these bright red shorts, this like octopus fucking shirt that's sort of purple, and then he's got these like green socks on that are like up to his knees, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, that's literally how I talk to my son. What the fuck are you wearing right now? And he's like, what, Dad? Like, this is comfortable. Like, dude, it looks terrible. Like, at least color coordinate, right? That's one of the reasons why I'm like a t-shirt jeans guy, because jeans go with fucking everything, right? If you wear boots, like typically, like what I recommend, guys, if you just really want to get casual but still look somewhat good, is wear jeans that fit, and then make sure your belt matches your shoes, right? So if you have brown shoes on, you want to wear a brown belt. If you have black shoes on, you want to wear a black belt, right? And then, like, if you go on dates, don't wear the graphic tees, but you could still wear like a solid color, you know, like maybe a long sleeve t-shirt or a Henley shirt. Like, those look attractive. You know what I mean? And you can still have that casual look. Meet chicks at a bar, that, you know, like at the Feisty Pint in Grand Junction. You know, you can still like look good, but still casual, right? Oh yeah, get a good nose, ears, and brows trimmer. Just don't cut a slit in your eyebrow. It's gay. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that is a dumb look. I don't like that. I have a scar here, but that's a real scar. I got hit with a baseball once. But it's not a slit cut into my eye. That's fucking, that is lame. But it's a look, Luis. It's a look. It's a look. Chicks respond to that. Okay. And then finally, develop your personal style. Experiment with different clothing styles, patterns, textures. Find out what works best for you. Developing a unique personal style will help you stand out, feel more confident in your appearance, right? Have a look. Have a look. One thing that I would put on my dating apps in my bio was that I'm a t-shirt and jeans guy. Don't expect anything else. Like, I set that expectation up front, and a lot of my pictures were me out and about wearing graphic tees and stuff like that. But all my graphic tees fit me pretty well, right? I have a couple that are a little bit looser that don't look that great on me, but clothes like this, like this one fits pretty well, and you know, fits my frame nice. And I also work out, so there you have that. Hey guys, that's pretty much all I got. I want to show you this. Check this out. You guys notice that I don't have the red light in the background. I got this new light. It was on clearance at Walmart, but check this out. I can change the color now with my phone. Look at this. I can have a green background. That's so much fun. Look at this. I can be like Ryan Stone with the pink background. Anyway, if you guys are going to do podcasts and you want to like work on like your, you know, what your show looks like, honestly, $7 lamp back here from Walmart with a light bulb in it. That's what's going on back there. It does wonders. It does wonders. It makes you look like all professional and shit. All right. That's all I got for this episode, guys. Tune in Friday. We're going to be talking about divorce, what to expect when you're getting a divorce. Like, if you're a guy that's getting ready to go through a divorce, this is a show for you. I had a shipmate of mine reach out to me, and he's got a guy that he works with that he just found out his wife's going to be filing for divorce. And he's like, do you have an episode about that? And I was like, no, not specifically about like what to expect in divorce. So that's what we're going to talk about Friday. You know, so if you guys have been through a divorce and you want to share some of your experiences in the live, like, join the live 10 a.m. Eastern time Friday. That's what we're going to be talking about. Otherwise, I'm pretty much going to be talking about like my experience going through divorce and like what I dealt with. And then other things that I've picked up while doing this podcast, talking to attorneys and stuff like that. So that should be a fun episode. Oh, I did not cover glasses in this one. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. So what I recommend for guys, I actually wear corrective lenses. I wear contacts. If you can wear contacts, wear fucking contacts. Don't wear glasses. If you could afford it, get LASIK. I was going to get LASIK in 2020 before the pandemic lockdowns. I was planning on doing that. And then I ended up buying a house instead. So I'm still wearing contacts, but I recommend not wearing glasses. But if you absolutely can't deal with the contacts, you can't afford LASIK, you need to get frames that fit your face well and that are stylish. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of guys, like, they're wearing glasses that just don't do anything for their facial structure. So do some research on that. I'm not like an expert on wearing glasses that look good, but it's not bad to bring a woman with you with a sort of a unbiased opinion that can tell you what looks good on your face and what doesn't, and what's attractive and what's not. So I recommend that. Okay. So tune in Friday. We're going to be talking about divorce and these women. Just kidding. We're gonna keep it pretty cordial on Friday, I think. Other than that, if you guys haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, hit those notifications. Thank you for everybody that sounded off in the live chat today. If you're watching the replay, drop a comment below. If you guys are listening on your favorite audio platform of choice, give us a 5-star review. Write out why you like the show. That helps out more than you know. I'll read reviews in an upcoming episode if I see new ones. Follow me on social media. The links are in the description. Get on the Patreon, patreon.com/comeonmanpod. You can join for as little as $10 to support the show. Or if you want some kind of coaching, if you need help, with any of this kind of stuff, you want my honest to God, no bullshit opinion, on your appearance, right? Like if you send me like your dating app, I'll be like, this picture sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Like you need to change this, get a picture that does, that shows you doing this. Get on the Patreon. Okay. I can help out with that. Join at tiers 2 or tiers 3 for that. It's very affordable. Thank you for everybody that sent super chats. Actually, I think Nathan's the only one that sent a super chat. So thank you, brother Nathan. Appreciate that. That supports the show more than anything else. Get on the email list.comeonmanpod.com. I'll send you some stickers. If you like those designs, they're also available on mugs as well at merch.comeonmanpod.com. And then finally, check out my practical law of attraction course, loa.comeonmanpod.com. I've just put out a mind movie. It's available on my YouTube channel too, as well. It's just at the end of it, it basically has like a thing saying, learn more, whatever, at the law of attraction. But if you watch the mind movie, what that's designed to do is sort of get your subconscious mind focused on being more attractive, right? Taking your health seriously, working out, that sort of thing. Get your mind right about how like you're the most attractive man in your area and stuff like that. Because if you believe that you're the most attractive man in your area, you're going to carry yourself that way. A lot of that is subconscious stuff. A lot of guys just think that they're not attractive, and they don't even try, but they are. Like they are physically attractive guys. There was this guy on Twitter one time reached out to me. He's like, oh, I can't talk to women because when I do, they yell at me. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? Like, I was like, send me a picture, because he's one of those anonymous face guys. Kid was like young too. He was like 22, good shape, attractive guy. And I was like, dude, you're a handsome dude. There's no way that chicks are yelling at you unless you're just being creepy yourself. You just don't know how to talk to women. And a lot of guys just don't have that confidence. They just have, I don't know, like maybe it's like past trauma or something like that. That's like just ingrained in them to not have the confidence to, they don't feel like they're attractive, So this will teach you, like this will reprogram your mind to believe that you are attractive. And when you do believe it, you'll carry yourself that way. It's all in your mind. A lot of the stuff, it's all self-limiting beliefs. It's in your mind. So check out the course. It'll really help you out. This will help you out probably more than any other fucking program on the internet, because this works in all areas of your life. Once you learn this stuff, like everything else falls into place, right? You can learn game and stuff like that. But if your mental state is fucked up, like you got to fix that. Super chat. Yeah, man. Send a super chat. Let's see here. I look better than the guy in the mirror. Do you? Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about skin practices. Yeah, your skin's actually really important. Skincare is actually important for guys. Definitely. All right, guys, that's all I have. So tune in Friday. We'll be talking about divorces. Other than that, have yourselves a good day.
This has been the Come On Man podcast. Now, go out and get it.